What if I could actually show you in real time what kind of purchases I'm making in crypto? What would that be worth to you as an investor? If someone, or not only in crypto actually, in stocks or any other moves, real estate, anything, what would it be worth to you to know exactly what I'm planning to do or have done already and gain the insights from someone with probably, because I've been doing finance since 16 years old. I've been studying it like in depth and I've been practicing. So that's quite a lot of years taking into account that I'm not 20 years old anymore. So you have the choice. If you wish, there is no rush, there is no pushing from my end. I'm just giving you the opportunity to become experienced overnight, so to speak. Because if you want to learn how to cook, the best thing to do, if we can afford it, is go to the best ever chef who still occupies planet Earth. But if you want to learn finance, obviously we need to be able to do a sneak peek of what the most advanced and most experienced investors are doing. I'm not telling you that I'm the best in the world, but what I am telling you is I'm very close to becoming one of the best in the world. My IQ measures between 10 and 100 times, because it's very hard to measure. I've spoken with ChatGPT back and forward. The current IQ tests are not reliable and are not covering in depth, especially past some levels. If you genuinely continuously push your brain the same way someone would go to the gym and keep pushing their body, there is no limit on your IQ. So if you want to genuinely learn from someone who is potentially within the 0.001% of the population in terms of intelligence, and at the same time has extensive experience in finance, and at the same time comes from ultra rich family. That's not the case anymore, but I was able to see the decisions that my father and his friends were doing back in the days, before 2008 crash, and before I left my country. So the choice is yours. If you haven't been following me for a while, you need to be paying attention to what I'm doing. I will be showing some results. I will be showing some of my purchases and sales, so that you can see what kind of profits for what kind of time frames. Obviously it's not going to be everything. It's going to be just partially showing you up what I have been up to, because it's not going to be fair to people who have dedicated some more time, some more funds to get in some type of premium membership or whatever the case is with me. It's not going to be fair to them for me to be sharing everything in public. I can do over time, like when some time has passed, I can show you some previous moves, but I cannot be showing you, especially in real time, what I have been doing in full for sure. So again, the choice is yours. It's up to you if you want to get the insights, not only when it comes to investing, but in terms of mindset, because I've studied billionaires for so many years now. And I'll tell you this, like, basically when you start studying billionaires, when you start understanding how they work, how they think, what kind of differentiates billionaires and normal everyday people and them, then at some point you literally become a billionaire in how you think, how you manage your time, how you treat yourself, how you treat others, and then the money just keeps flowing into your bank accounts. I'm not saying that there is some magic trick or that literally you're gonna have money flowing without effort, like zero effort. There is still effort, but it becomes more effortless the same way someone who has been doing anything in life for many years, they do not need to put as much effort as at the beginning, because at the beginning you're at the learning curve, you don't even know the basics in any industry, niche, or whatever you want to call it. But then it becomes your second nature. You do everything effortlessly and you achieve great results with a much lower efforts. You actually achieve much more than someone who is just starting out, but they are trying to, learn every single spare second during the day and practice. Take driving, take any niche. It's just impossible to compete without help on a world-class level when it comes to finances. I've tried it myself. I've tried to do it myself without any mentors, without any paid information, and I kept failing. And then when I started paying for information, when I started following people who are actually world-class, I saw the difference. And I'll tell you this, the difference is massive. There is no way to even start comparing what kind of results and what kind of lifestyle you can live one way and the other way. So again, I'm not here to convince you to do anything or to not do anything. I'm just letting you know what I have been up to in terms of growth, in terms of experience, in terms of whatever you want to call it. And I'm showing you over the shoulder move that I've just done now. I'll show you the time actually. It's 2:56 in the UK. And the amount of research I do before I do that kind of moves is insane. We're not talking about an hour here, an hour there. We're talking about hours and hours and hours of research. I just shut everything off. I get myself away from social media. I get myself away from life and just do deep dives on projects, sometimes for months. And then when I get convinced enough, I just monitor the market, wait for dips, wait for opportunities where we are trading on a huge discount, same way where you would buy something if it's on a discount in the shop. So when that moment comes, which is now, because the market is down significantly, probably because we couldn't get a deal for the war with Russia and Ukraine, probably because we're exiting winter, everyone's paying still the high bills, and so on and so forth. A lot of people are out of liquidity, mortgages are up, bills are up, everything's up. So it's kind of natural that the markets are crashing, and obviously rich people, they're pulling money out of crypto as well to put it in different places like AI, and so on and so forth, because it's not just crypto. There is so many opportunities. The opportunities every single day are endless in terms of investments. And I travel a lot in the UK. I can see continuously new and new developments being home residence or sites, or being commercial sites, commercial real estate, which I think is the biggest player here, meaning the biggest players when it comes to properties are in commercial, because they understand the game deeply. They understand that we've got in the UK up to £1 million on profits tax free in the UK. It's insane what's possible if you are willing to relocate, if you're willing to get someone to manage your stuff, and just want to keep living where you're living, which most probably I'm going to do at some point, because a lot of the times it's worth enjoying a better weather, or whatever, better sites like mountain sites or whatever, or at least for some portion of the year, and let someone else managing your stuff. But what I'm trying to achieve here is build a network of people, powerful financially and mentally, intelligent people who are making smart moves and potentially get contracts going, for me to manage someone else's stuff, or maybe in the future someone to manage my stuff, including potentially like eBay stores or whatnot. But we have to be making team efforts if you want to be achieving world-class, world-level results, because the best companies, they understand that, and they hire and they team up with the best in the industry. That's why Amazon is Amazon, that's why Microsoft is Microsoft, and so on and so forth. And they are early. The other thing that they're doing is they are very early. Anyway, signing out. I don't want to be ranting for hours, but just a nice few nuggets there, and kind of introductory into my life, into my moves. And that single crypto, by the way, I'm expecting 1,000x on it. So every £100 that you put into it, or $100, whatnot, imagine 100,000 back. Obviously, that's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. That needs to be disclaimed. The quick disclaimer there. I'm not telling you that that's going to happen. I'm telling you what I am expecting, and that's within the realm of possibilities. It's not some imaginary scenario. We had multiple crypto projects that are low cap, meaning low market cap, with a very small amount of liquidity at the time. People spotting them, especially at the end of the bull run, where people are rotating profits from Bitcoin, XRP, the big players, into the small currencies. And what do you think happens then? We are seeing some massive rotations, sometimes within the billions, chasing up coins that are solid projects and haven't basically mooned yet, and are just starting to pick up, and people put money into them, and we get to the euphoria stage where everyone's just going crazy. They're thinking that coin is going to go potentially like even whatever, like 10,000x or whatever, but there is always a limit. So if you just do that and pick the right coins and just trim profits on the way up, you can make life-changing amount of money in a very, very short amount of time, especially if you leverage someone else's knowledge and experience, so that you don't have to read all day long, all night long, and constantly be hooked up to a screen, or listen to podcasts and so on and so forth. Anyway, again, signing out. I will speak again.